Hello and welcome to That's Football. Fred to Manchester United wasn't what we were going to be talking about. First of all, we're going to be talking about Pochettino and his very interesting comments about Real Madrid boss and maybe even Klopp there as well, which we'll talk about in a moment. But let's start off. This has literally come out in the last few minutes. It's from the Manchester Evening News, so take with a little bit of salt if you want. However, the Fred deal's a weird one because actually people are saying, well, this source was right about Fred, that source was right about Fred. The Fred to Manchester United thing really has been going on for a long time. Manchester City wanted him in January, but after the Ukrainian Cup final, the Shakhtar Donetsk captain was on Instagram and he said Fred's going to Manchester. So we pretty much knew he was coming to Manchester United because Man City want Jorginho now. So that's where it started about 3 weeks ago. Obviously, we've then heard that because Brazil are playing on Sunday in Liverpool against Croatia, Fred's in England, deal can be done. There's been some rumours this week that there's been discussions between United and his agent. And now, today, it's coming out that it's going to be next week. It will be completed, which I think makes total sense. I've said this myself. I mean, I've got no insider knowledge on this, but when you look at it, it's Friday. They've got a game on Sunday. They're going to be training. I would imagine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, once that game's out the way, before he flies off anywhere else, you get the pictures done, you get the deal done. If it's going to happen before the World Cup, there's some people who think it'll happen after the World Cup. So Jake Bullman says that Fred's in America now. I don't know why he'd be in America when they've got a game on on Sunday. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't profess to know where Fred is or have a tracking device on him, but the Brazil are in on Sunday, so maybe this deal will be done on early next week, which I think from a United point of view, because I am a United fan, my feeling with United is if they can get two in, two out before the start of the World Cup, I'll take that, because I think a lot of deals are going to be done after the World Cup, especially the bigger deals. Nadeem says that Zidane's going to advise Ronaldo to stay at Madrid. Gareth Bale's apparently going to stay there as well now. You know what? It's more than likely that Real Madrid, that anybody would be advised to stay at Real Madrid. I mean, Gareth Bale's been advised to stay there as well. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Jake Bullman says it's on Instagram that he's in America. Well, if he's in America, Jake, he's in America, isn't he? But what I'm saying is, the news is the deal's going to be done next week, not today. So there we go. FIFA, says Sam Howes. I am doing FIFA today, 1:30 on my channel. I think it's up between Mexico and Belgium and another team that I'm going to do. Got to do better than yesterday. That Brazil was just an absolute disaster. So Goldbridge live stream for that. I'll be live at 1:30. Make sure you join me for that. But sticking with United before we move on to the Real Madrid and some of the other stuff, Fellaini, Manchester United want Fellaini to announce in the next 48 hours whether he's going or not. There is a contract offer on the table. Mourinho is reportedly frustrated that United have not got Fellaini to sign it. United fans are frustrated that he hasn't signed a deal with somebody else. There's reportedly an English club interested. AC Milan have been heavily linked to him. Turkish clubs have always been linked to him. If Fellaini's got anything between his ears other than hair, he needs to go and leave Manchester United, because simply Manchester United Twitter account put a tweet about Fellaini today, and just I had 5 minutes to spare to read, but you know what was underneath it? It was "Get out my club." That was the politest sort of thing. There was a lot of swearing. I've never known for a long time a United player that's just so universally disliked, and there are fans that do like him, and for me it's never been a personal thing, it's just his style of football. But the vast majority of fans want him to go now. Why the manager can't figure that out? You know, it's not just about... Football's not just about a manager's opinion. It is about the fans. It is about the brand. It is about the community around the club. And when you've got a player that's so divisive, you've got to look at why that is. You've got to be open enough and not tunnel visioned to not look at why that is. Why is this player? Why is there mumblings when he gets brought on the pitch? You know, what is it about this player? And simply, it's the style of football that he brings. And as a manager, he should be thinking, well, it's not necessarily about Fellaini. I'm the one who wants him. I'm the one who wants to play that way. Should I take a long, hard look at myself? And yes, Jose, you should. It stuns me that he has kept along this path for 6 months of begging a player to stay that the most United fans don't want to stay. And now he's a player who's clearly touting himself around Europe for big money. Nobody's going to give it him, so he's got United on a lead, really. At least I can always go back to that one if I can't find something better. It's like the woman or bloke in a club, isn't it? They've got a girl that, you know, or a boy that they think, oh, you're all right if I don't find anything better, and they're dancing around the dance floor with their best moves, trying to get something better, but always knowing that if I don't pull anything better, I can go back, I can go home with that. You know, it's ridiculous that United have allowed that situation to develop. Liverpool want Boateng, says Kieran Honson. Wouldn't surprise me. Klopp, obviously, with them German links. Right, let's talk about this. Michael Hutchinson says that Jurgen Klopp has already said he will not join Madrid. This was in The Sun this morning. So the Real Madrid manager, Pochettino, is over in Spain at the moment. I think he's launching a book. And he said if Real Madrid are after you, you've got to be flattered. So Pochettino is probably more of a favourite than Klopp. Conte looks like he'll be available, so he's a potential. Jurgen Klopp will not leave Liverpool. I can tell you that now. And Liverpool fans should be very proud of that if they like Jurgen Klopp, which a lot of them do. He's not going to leave Liverpool. He's started a journey there and he's very loyal to that. I mean, it's nothing to do with Liverpool really. Obviously he loves Liverpool, but he was the same at Dortmund. When he's got his teeth, pardon the pun, into a club that he's passionate about, he's one of those moral managers that won't just go to Real Madrid. Having said that, if Real Madrid want you, then of course that is a big pull for anybody, but they're not going to get Klopp, and maybe they don't want Klopp, I don't know. Maybe they prefer Pochettino or Conte. The Sarri from Napoli is potentially a decent one, but my money, and I heard Capello on about this the other day, yesterday I think it was, Guti, ex-Real Madrid midfielder, proper Madrista, and also been coaching the youth setup for a few years, promotion from within like Zidane. I think they'll go down that route, because unlike English clubs, where you look at United, they didn't promote from within. They haven't done it I can't remember the last time United did it. There's that managerial merry-go-round of Pardew and Allardyce and Moyes, who were rubbish, but they just keep getting job after job after job. In Spain, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they do like to promote from within or promote from within their league. Barcelona manager is the Atletico Bilbao manager, isn't he? So that would be like Manchester United appointing Sean Dyche. We would never do that. But in Spain, that's one thing I would say that is really good, is the way that they do that. Mohamed's a couple of people on about Boateng to Liverpool as well. Klopp has his own principles though, says David De Gea. Do you think we will get a signing this week, says Ross Johnson? For United, I don't think there'll be a signing before next Monday, unless we're going to get Dalot over the line. Talisca to Arsenal. Let's have a look at some of the latest news anyway. So in relation to the Real Madrid manager's job, I think it's probably going to be Guti. That's where I would go. But Pochettino might be something that they try. Of course, Marco Silva's gone to Everton as the manager there. I think that's a good move for him. They were doing very, very well up until November when he sort of got unsettled and Watford got rid of him at the first opportunity that they could. And let's have a look at some of the great late news. Okay, Real Madrid could turn to... Yeah, we've done that. Jurgen Klopp, we've done that. Pochettino's contract at Spurs does not include a release clause, though. So Daniel Levy would certainly fight hard to keep hold of Pochettino if that's true. Manchester United's hopes of signing Gareth Bale look to set to end, with the Wales international expected to stay with Zidane's exit. Well, we were talking about that yesterday. The ramifications of Real Madrid's manager is not... We're not just talking about Real Madrid's manager here. We're also talking about it from a point of view as to... what that will mean for transfers. Ronaldo, Modric, lots of Real Madrid players around 30. Will they be staying? Chelsea will attempt to persuade Zidane to become their new manager. That's been reported in The Sun. I think if Chelsea pull that off, what a deal it would be. I would be very surprised if Zidane did it. I wouldn't want him to. Laurent Blanc is another manager. I don't really want to go there because I think he's very good. I still think Sarri to Chelsea could happen, but there is talk that Chelsea don't want to pay the 7 million release clause, which Sarri has in his contract. That was reported by The Guardian. There are some rumours about Chelsea, actually, that because they're not having their new stadium done, Roman Abramovich may just quit Britain and not be interested in Chelsea anymore, which was always a concern with Chelsea. I mean, I'm sure they'd be able to sell it, but it's always been a bit of a concern if that was to happen. Their goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, however you pronounce it, are likely to sell him this summer, and that Chelsea are looking at Alisson from Roma, who is also a target for Liverpool. And Chelsea and Juventus are talking in relation to Higuain. I think Chelsea will have to go and get a striker this summer. Lewandowski, Icardi, Higuain, if they get any of those three, it would be a big improvement for them. I keep saying this, everyone's on about Arsenal. Chelsea will be the one. Chelsea will be the one who make the big waves this summer. Anything else? Derby coach, obviously Frank Lampard, as we know. Talks of John Terry going to Derby to reunite with Lampard. Manchester United are looking to hire a first-team scout in France as the club continue revamping its scouting network. The scouting network's done very well at Manchester United, to be fair. They do sign a lot of good young talent. And United manager Jose Mourinho is interested in signing another midfielder, CSKA Moscow star and Russia international Golovin, after watching him in his country's World Cup warm-up defeat by Austria. Russia are going to be crap, aren't they, in the World Cup, let's be honest. Bayern Munich will listen to offers for Boateng, Thiago, Bernat and Arturo Vidal as they look to trim their squad size. That was reported by the Mail, and I think we spoke about that yesterday as well. So interesting there, because a lot of people are talking about Boateng to Liverpool. Alex Ferguson to Real Madrid. Well, I don't think Sir Alex is well enough for any of that anymore, but I'm sure they would have been in for him a few years ago. Zidane's going to go and manage Qatar, 50 million a year to Kieran Hansen. Well, be a bit sad if he did do that, but a lot of people in football are now led by the money, aren't they? England are playing Nigeria tomorrow, apparently, says Salim Hussein. We may do a watch along for that. I haven't even had a look. You know what? My radar is off in relation to football fixtures at the moment because it's all about. Leeds have sacked their head coach, Heckingbottom. It's all about so much is going on with transfers at the moment, isn't it? So let's have a look. Saturday, England versus Nigeria, 5:15. So we could do a watch along for that, I suppose. Get in the World Cup mood. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think in the live comments? Should we do it? Any news about Arsenal, says Mohammed? Not really. I'm quite surprised by Arsenal, really. A little bit like United, it's all a little bit slow at the moment, but I suppose it's more understandable because you've got a new manager there. He's trying to sort out who's coming and who's going and trying to understand a squad that's not actually training at the moment because everyone's on holiday or on the World Cup. So it's very difficult for Emery. But there was something about Ousmane Dembele. How would Arsenal afford that? It would have to be a loan deal. So, no, I think Socrates will probably be their first signing. They do need to sort themselves out defensively. What news app do I use, Simon? Predominantly, I just use Twitter. I just refresh my timeline on Twitter a lot of things. There's a few other places I do use, but predominantly Twitter's quite good. News Now is quite a good website as well. Get in the World Cup mood, says Kieran. Yeah, I think we might do a watch along tomorrow because Nigeria are in the World Cup as well, and I love the kit. So yeah, we'll do that. Chig says the official announcement for Fred is due to be on Monday, and a little bit of talk of Nicolas Garcia's on about this. Sidibe to United or Atletico. To me, he's just an okay right back. I know he plays for France, but he's just an okay right back. Liverpool have mini diver. Liverpool are linked to Ousmane Dembele, but I have seen something about Arsenal as well. I think I actually saw that on Twitter on Arsenal Fan TV timeline. So take that with a pinch of salt. I don't know. Maybe they do know something. I don't know. Simon, okay. I did see what Capello said on Ronaldo, Nadim. We must have read the same article there. So Capello was the one who said that he thinks Guti will be Real Madrid's manager, which is what I felt anyway. I think they might go from within, and I think he is the favourite anyway. But he did say that he thinks Ronaldo will come to Manchester United. I mean, that sort of comment from Capello, just because he managed Real Madrid and managed England, I don't think he knows anything about that. But I do think at the moment, in fact, we're doing a video on the United stand this afternoon. I need to record it. Bale versus Ronaldo. Not because one of them is going to come to United, but really just to compare the two and sort of decide amongst the United fan base which player you would take. Don't have to be a United fan. Chelsea could be in for him. PSG, doesn't matter who you are. Who would you take over Bale versus Ronaldo? But I do think there's more chance of Bale staying at Real Madrid now because he's apparently loves it in Spain, and the only reason he was looking to move is because he's unhappy at Real Madrid, which is fine. People get unhappy, but I think that they'll value him a little bit more now, and I do think he'll stay. Who do you think will be Manchester United's next number 10, says Vishnu Raj? I think it's going to be somebody already at the club. Yeah, I do. Oh, no, I'm not dissing Arsenal Fan TV at all. What did I actually say? I said you can take it with a pinch of salt if you want to. But Arsenal Fan TV told us about Sanchez a week before it happened. So, I think you've got to take any bit of transfer news with a pinch of salt, actually. We all have sources that we value over others. Let's have a quick look to see if anything's breaking. I think something will break today, yeah. But Talisca to Liverpool. Yeah, I'm just scanning about for you. Interesting. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're getting closer and closer to 32,000 subscribers, and we're getting closer and closer to the World Cup. Remember, we're going to have all the World Cup games, watch along, your live comments. Really looking forward to the banter and everything we're going to have going on with that. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner, like the video, get involved. We are live whenever there is any big transfer news, but Monday to Friday, midday, and then sporadic over the weekend. But as we did with Fabinho on Sunday night or Monday night, we went live at 9 o'clock. So if there is a big news, we will go live. I'm going to be live on my channel in about an hour's time, Goldbridge live stream. I'm being drawn in to do Mexico because they're not favourites, and whenever I've done 3 now and I've not won the World Cup yet, so it might be Mexico, maybe Belgium, but I'll be live on my channel, Goldbridge live stream, in about an hour time if you're interested in my World Cup challenges, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching.